Well, welcome one and all to another exciting afternoon of pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands football. Today it's a juicy one. It's Coventry Sphinx versus Sporting Khalsa, my personal favourite away day of the season, and not just because of the blinding food we had before the game. As you can tell, I'm in a pretty buoyant mood, seeing as the Sky Blues of Coventry City absolutely thrashed Leicester City by 3-1. Anyone who knows me knows it's a very personal match for me, that one. But now we're focusing on what's going on ahead of us. In yellow and blue, it's Sporting Khalsa. In red and navy hoops, it's Coventry Sphinx. Let's get you into the starting lineups as the game is about to kick off. Starting for Khalsa today, number 1, Ben Whiting. 2, Carlo Franco. 3, Gurjit Singh. 4, Matt Fullaway. Number 5, Tesra Robinson. 6, Robbie Bunn. 7, Todd Ferrier. Number 8, Sean Williams. 9, Kervin Ellis. 10, Che Tilt. And 11, James McGrady. And for Coventry Sphinx, 2 changes to the starting lineup. Number 1, Keelan Fallows. 2, Joe Percy. 3, Jordan Hayward. Number 4 is Luke Downs. 5, Lewis Guest. Number 6, James Bryson. 7, Alex Locke. Number 8, Callum Woodward. 9, Matty Shipman. Number 10, Jack Redhead. And number 11, Kyle Carey. Substitutes for Coventry Sphinx, William Ejingwale, Callum Whiteside, Callum Martin, and a surprise on the bench, Ryan Harkin, a Sky Blue and White legend. And an early corner here for Coventry Sphinx, Matty Shipman forcing the ball out of play via a Khalsa man. Can the Sky Blue and Whites in their changed red and navy strip strike the opening blow? It's Wood towards that near post, good strong header away by Ellis. Back in the down zone by Alex Locke, punch clear by Whiting. Redhead tried to keep it alive, but scrambled clear by Sporting Khalsa at the expense of a throw-in just in front of the Guardian warehousing stand on the far side of the field, which also houses the management and substitutes. Handball claims against Shipman as the ball flicks off the head of captain Tesfa Robinson. Well, the arm was by the side, but if he did brush off it, it doesn't matter anyway. It's into the hands of Whiting. Here's Carlo Franco. Looking for an option down the right-hand side, covered up by Carey, and Matty Shipman plays it long towards Kervin Ellis. Headed up by Bryson, nodded on by Luke Downs, hooked back into the danger zone by Sean Williams, and shepherded back to touch, back to the goalkeeper. And Coventry Sphinx have ball in hand once again. Fallows looking for Shipman, who's wrestling for position with Matt Fullaway. Fullaway gets the better of him and finds Robbie Bunn. Skips past Locke, but loses the ball in the process. Now up to Redhead, shoved over from behind by Ferrier. Referee says nothing doing. Redhead looks on in bemusement. And now the chase is on down the left-hand side. Ellis receives it in the centre, knocks it back. And Tilt's run curtailed by Kyle Carey. In his second appearances, returning to the Sphinx. Gurjit Singh fires one over Keelan Fallows' goal. Looking to keep his goal-scoring form going, backing twice midweek against AFC Wolverinians. Well, we've got a full fixture list of pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands matches. It doesn't look like the weather has curtailed any football this weekend. And you won't find any winter breaks here, unlike the Premier League, where there's only 2 games on today. So we'll let you know what's going on around the grounds if we can. Here's Singh again on the edge of the area. Ellis wants it played through. Gurjit Singh rolls it down the left-hand side and a crossing opportunity for Sporting Khalsa. It's Ellis. Can he turn and shoot? Gurjit Singh! What a start for Khalsa! Swept home by Gurjit Singh for the opening goal in just 4 minutes. He was the match winner midweek. And he's got off to the perfect start today. The defender on the line tried to get his head on it, but to no effect. And in a flash, Sporting Khalsa have the early advantage by 1-0 through Gurjit Singh. Woodward straight from the kickoff. Surely not. Surely not. No, brought down by Whiting. He had to be on guard though. Woodward saw his opportunity. Tried to lob it over the keeper straight from the kickoff. Long ball from the back. Guest nods it down for Luke Downs. An early setback for This is Woodward and Thomas in the dugout, but plenty of football still to be played. Just caught inside his box. After that hoof from the back, Matty Shipman trying to put Whiting under pressure, but the keeper able to bring it under control. It looks like there's been a change at left back. As it appears the number 12 shirt's being worn. That would indicate that Luke Ward is playing. And a collision, a nasty collision between, I believe it's Franco and Whiting. So let's have a look through the starting lineup to see any players that aren't starting. I believe there may have been a late change with James McGrady being withdrawn. The Sporting Khalsa management not happy with the decision to let the play go on after a apparent foul in the build-up, which then led to Franco and Whiting colliding, and the goalkeeper has gone down heavily, and I don't believe Khalsa have a sub-goalkeeper. Whiting continues to receive treatments. We'll of course keep you up to date with what's going on in the EFL Championship today. But again, we won't be mentioning Coventry City's latest score because they've already won by 3-1. Just reading the Sky Sports article, it says that Coventry have stunned Leicester. Well, after that red card, there was only one way that game was going to go. Now, Whiting is back on his feet. Appears to be good to go. Disaster averted for Sporting Khalsa, who already had the lead by 1-0. Robinson. Man-on cries to Ferrier as Kyle Carey was lurking menacingly around him. Out for the throw, and actually McGrady is starting. A lot of the number 12 on the shirt from him there, but it is definitely James McGrady on the left. Ellis. Slightly in the hit ball from Ferrier. Tilt has to track back to find that one. Franco. Picked up by Williams, the veteran midfielder. Franco forced back to his goalkeeper Whiting by Matty Shipman. Rolled out by Whiting to the left-hand side for Robinson. Full away over to Franco. Singh. And just skip around Kyle Carey. Ferrier. Now with McGrady, good patient build-up from Khalsa. Lobbed into the area, no one home. Safe keeping from Keaton Fallows. Now one final score to bring you from the Premier League. Chelsea beating Fulham by 1-0. A Cole Palmer penalty. All that separates the two London clubs. And this is a winter break weekend where 10 Premier League clubs play. The next week, the same will happen, allowing the clubs to have some warm weather training or just a week without a game, really. You won't get any of that here. We're playing every weekend through to the finish. Redhead. Look to slip it through for Shipman. Flag stays down. No, it doesn't. Eventually raise as Shipman was taking on Tesfa Robinson in the penalty area. Well, there's already been a couple of early goals, including here. Sporting Khalsa leading by 1-0. If you have missed it, scored by Gurjit Singh in the 4th minute. Bedford United 1-0 at home to relegation-threatened AFC Rushden and Diamonds. You have to start thinking that Rushden's time at step 4 could be coming to an end if they don't start picking up some points very, very quickly. Williams. It's a lovely chip pass for Che Tilt. Tilting for a low drive into the area, turned away by Woodward. Bounces into the centre of the park with Ferrier. McGrady. Now Tilt. Down the touchline to Ferrier. Ellis holds it up well. He was looking for McGrady but slid away from him by Percy. Downs up to Shipman. Holds it away from Tesfa Robinson. Carey making the run through the middle but Shipman never had the opportunity to play it to him. It's back at centre back now with Bryson. Sphinx rebuilding from the back. Hayward up to Lock. And Lock got the ball past Carlo Franco, but blocked with authority by Franco. And the ball trickles harmlessly back to Ben Whiting. Franco. Williams. Looking for a way around Hayward. Hayward will challenge in. Bunn only as far as Franco. Stretches on along that right-hand side to get there. He does bring it down, but pokes it out for the throw-in. Just level with the penalty area for Coventry Sphinx. Sphinx far from being outclassed in this game, but an early setback through that single. Throw flicks over Shipman's head, but Khalsa trying to get it back in the midfield. It's back with Franco at right back. Whiting calming things down for the Lions. Fullaway launches it left for Kerwin Ellis. Bouncing off Ellis's head via Joe Percy, but it's deflected into the path of McGrady. Ferrier. Sporting Khalsa trying to find a way for a congested midfield. Williams beautifully found on the right-hand side. Overlap run being made by Franco, connected with the shoulder of Jordan Hayward. And he runs it into touch under pressure from Franco. But at least the danger is over for now. Start of a busy week for Coventry Sphinx. They've got a midweek fixture this week. They'll be hosting Loughborough Dynamo on Tuesday at Sphinx Drive. He throws to Tesfa Robinson in an unmanned centre circle. Strolls towards the edge of the penalty area, and an aimless ball easily picked up by Lewis Guest, and Robinson a bit frustrated there, just nudges Redhead to the ground. Free kick to Sphinx halfway into their own turf. And another goal at the Oval. AFC Rushden Diamonds have equalised through Ruben Wyatt. They weren't behind for long. Shipman flicks on the free kick towards Jordan Hayward. Whiting just a little too quick for him. Grasping the ball, so he's yet to have a efforts on goal, but they have looked menacing at times. Robinson to Fullaway. Back to Tesfa Robinson. International footballer, of course. It's given away by Ellis. Lobbed up by Woodward, headed away once again by Fullaway. Locke lets it bounce, allowing Williams to leap up for it. Snatched away by Luke Downs. And again, under pressure from Bunn. Hayward. Bunn steps in with a challenge and snatches it away. Well taken from Robbie Bunn. Now here's the goal scorer, Gurjit Singh. Has to switch the play over to McGrady, saw his path blocked. McGrady has to slow the pace down to get control of the ball. Now looks to get moving. Loses control of the ball, and it's quickly swept up by Shipman. Here's Carey, Redhead, first time ball back to Luke Downs in anchoring midfield. Now with Bryson at centre back. Hayward, poor control, and just that look on his disappointment of his face tells you all you need to know. It just skimmed off the outstretched boot. Should have been a simple gather for Jordan Hayward, and now Williams has the chance to get Khalsa back on the front foot. Ronald chest of Ellis, but James Bryson deals with it. And that time Hayward did mean to put it into touch as he hooks it out for the throw-in. Throws down line to Fullaway. Back with Whiting. And Whiting closed down by Jack Redhead's going to be careful here. Has to play it down the centre to Ferrier. Too close for comfort there for the Sporting Khalsa goalkeeper. Franco at right back. Pumps it up towards Che Tilt. Headed away by Percy and thumped high into the sky by the captain, Callum Woodward. Bounces towards Carey. Let it bounce one too many times. It was too close to Franco. Williams has just kept it in on the line, flicking it up, and earns the free kick as well. A little bit of contact from The hand of Alex Locke enough to take Williams off his stride. At 10 yards outside the penalty area. Ferrier lines it up to curl it in. Only 2 back for Khalsa. Followay told to get into the penalty area. As I believe Robbie Bunn is heading back to cover off Jack Redhead, who remains up for Sphinx. Floated in by Ferrier. Headed up by Bryson. It comes to Robinson. Will he try and shield it into touch for the corner? No, he tried to put the cross in instead and sent it off the back of Shipman, but Shipman feels the final touch came off Robinson. Well, whatever the correct decision was, it is going to be a corner. It looked to me as if that was the right decision. Whipped in towards that far post, and test for Robinson, leaping up. Can only glance it wide. Remember to let us know if you are enjoying today's coverage by hitting that like button. Any comments on the coverage or any shout outs you want, just let us know. Away from Fallows. Robinson again winning that aerial duel. It's only onto the head of Luke Downs, headed on by Ferrier, who will be first in the seconds here, chasing it's Che Till. And Till has got the head of Joe Percy, tries the effort off balance, couldn't get the power behind it, and he just bumps off the leg of Percy. Back to McGrady. Khalsa can go nowhere from there. Ferrier tracks back to collect the seconds. Tries to send it out off Jack Redhead for the throw. Doesn't quite work out that way. It fell to Alex Locke. And goes out of play again, but Locke feeling that it should have been a Sphinx throw. The decision goes the way of Khalsa. Difficult to see from this end of the field. It was on the far side of the pitch here at the Guardian Warehousing Arena. It's known as the Asprey Arena for many years. Sporting Khalsa, the first British Asian team to own their own football ground. They purchased Noose Lane back in 2010. And Shipman is clearly offside there as he received the ball. When you see a play with that much space, usually there is a reason. And Shipman wasn't quite going at full pelt there, half expecting the whistle to blow. Here's Whiting between the sticks. Sporting Khalsa have started to put their print on this game. Singh, chance to play through for Chatel. Great slide in by Joe Percy, only takes it as far as Ellis. Bunn could do nothing with it on the edge of the area. Sphinx are going to come away with it, and a beautiful flick away from Franco by Kyle Carey now. Shoulder to shoulder with Ferrier. Carey brought down. Referee says no. Well, that, I believe, is one that the referee has got wrong. Great pace from Kyle Carey. The challenge in from Franco. According to the referee, not enough to warrant a free kick. And Sporting Khalsa with possession once more, full away on the edge of his own box. Through a Redhead and Carey sandwich finds Singh. Now with Ferrier looking to go long with McGrady. I think McGrady's got a touch on that through, and the referee, I think, is giving it for a high boot against McGrady. His foot was in line with Joe Percy's head. Thankfully didn't make contact. So it will be a free kick just shy of the Sphinx penalty area to the away side. 19 minutes gone here at the Guardian Warehousing Arena in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. 4th minute goal from Gurjit Singh, putting Sporting Khalsa 1-0 up. As follows, it's over the head of Matty Shipman. Robinson nods it back into the grateful grasp of Whiting, who's had little to do but guard his box rather than guard his goals today. Looking for a yellow shirt around that penalty area. Header away by Bryson, but cushioned to the right for Williams by Robbie Bunn. Covered up by Hayward. Bunn, can he divert it into the path of Woodward? He tried to find Jack Redhead, but slid away by Ferrier. Collected on the touchline by Singh. Now Ellis, the former Sphinx man, also a former Coventry United alumni. Quick passing on the edge of the area for Sporting Khalsa. That was a bit too quick for Kerwin Ellis as Hayward steps in with a challenge. Was Hayward caught by Singh as he got the ball away? Referee says no. And Khalsa have got it in their own backyard again with Robinson. Todd Ferrier. Bobbling ball through the midfield, collected by Downs and sent back where it came from by Bryson. Head into the centre circle by Ferrier, mopped up by Bunn. Now onto the right with Franco again, looking to find his way into Sphinx territory. Hesitance from Franco. Across to Ferrier, now with Singh. His goal remains the difference, plays it behind to Bunn. Wrong-footed the central midfielder for a while. Rolled left with McGrady. Percy tries to block his path. Still going McGrady. Franco wants it right. Franco gets it right. Is he going to have a go here, Carlo Franco? He's going to curl it in towards Kerwin now, so he nods it into the ground and out for the goal kick. Franco with a decent cross. Ellis felt it took a touch on the way through. We are going off air at half-time for a quick break here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel, so make sure to get yourself a mug of something hot or a glass of something cold and get back here for 4 o'clock. Lock. Across with James Bryson. Strolling forward, looking for options. Plays it, trying to play it inside to Luke Downs. Ellis got a foot in, but Downs retrieves it. Shipman. Joe Percy looking to hook it along the flank, but blocked by the leaping McGrady. Lewis Guest, the vice-captain. Now with Downs replacing his suspended brother Jack after the red card on New Year's Day. Floating it up to Kyle Carey, who sticks it into the gut of the goalkeeper. The flag was already raised. Khalsa playing a good offside trap in this opening period. Rolled out to Matt Fullaway, the centre-back. Hopeful ball towards the Sphinx back line. Cushion header by Downs, collected by Singh. Robbie Bunn. Tilt. Using Lockwood's advantage there, leaning into the big number 7. McGrady over to Tesfa Robinson, the vastly experienced centre-back. Fullaway. And Ferrier across to Whiting, who should play it right for Franco and does, covered off by Jack Redhead, back into the centre with Fullaway. Patient stuff from Sporting Khalsa, looking for the right time to strike. That's the right time to strike for Shipman, picking up from that poor ball towards Singh. Whiting's out of his penalty area, trying to ensure that Carey doesn't get onto that hopeful ball from the back. He helps his mate Robinson out. Played up towards Kerwin Ellis, a tangle of legs with Kerwin Ellis, and Lewis Guest receives a free kick for Coventry Sphinx. Bryson to Jordan Hayward, shoved aside by Williams, but Redhead able to intercept and play it to Bryson again, his Guest. Lewis Guest firing up from the back. Locke couldn't get a touch on it. Percy was just behind it thanks to Robbie Bunn. Cleared as far as Carey. Sphinx not giving up here. Rolling it through. Percy, he's one-on-one. Slots it wide, but it was offside. Well, somewhat of a defender's finish from Joe Percy, but found beautifully in the end. Just a shame that Percy had strayed offside. Coming up to the 25th minute. Sporting Khalsa 1, Coventry Sphinx 0 in the Pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. We'll give you an update on the latest scores around the grounds next time the ball goes out of play. McGrady picks up Guest's header. Tilt. Singh gets his way out of a congested pocket of Sphinx territory. Rolled right with Franco. Sean Williams, crossing opportunity. Redhead comes across. Oh, lovely. Cut in by Williams. Looking for Gurjit Singh, but Alex Locke sends it relatively out of danger. But now it's going to come back in through Franco. Franco's delivery. Percy had to get there first and does. It's going to land towards Lewis Guest onto the head of Guest. Robbie Bunn brings it down, but snatched away at the crucial moment by Luke Downs. Looks like he's hurt himself in that process too. Now Carey on the counter. Needs options. Redhead calls it on the right hand side. It won't reach him, but Williams has on it down. Redhead into the path of Carlo Franco. Now Robbie Bunn tries to prevent Hayward from getting on the end of it, but Hayward has got it for Sphinx. Down line to Bryson in the Sphinx half of the field. Here's Luke Downs. Khalsa forcing Sphinx back to the goalkeeper. And Luke Downs feeling the back of his ankle there. Let's hope he's okay. Follows, chips it back to Downs. He keeps it in with a head, but only as far as Williams. Quick pass by Bunn, too quick. Collected by Locke. Redhead. Under pressure from the defender, but finds Locke. Locke getting the calls to release. Locke finds Downs, and Downs hooks it over the back line. Shipman knew he was offside, didn't make the run, and it's safely back with Whiting. The referee has stopped the game. It looks like Kyle Carey's got a problem here. He's holding his left ankle and, his right ankle and right shoulder. The physio Kirk is indeed called over. It would be such a shame to see Carey leave the field so soon after returning to the club after a 4-month break from football. All right, that's bring you up to date with the scores in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Bedworth and AFC Rushden Diamonds remain deadlocked at 1-1. Corby Town lead struggling Rugby Town by 1-0. Michael Jacklin in the 16th minute. Gresley Rovers losing at home to Walsall Wood by 1-0. So as it stands, the other teams around the bottom of the league not winning either. Harbour at 1-0 up at home to Shepshed Dynamo. New recruit Tendai Dare putting Harbour in front. Loughborough Dynamo, Coventry Sphinx's opponents on Tuesday. They're winning at home to Bournemouth St Michael's. Evan Garnett in the 8th minute, putting the Dynamo in front. It's scoreless between Lye Town and Coleshill Town, as well as Quorn and Cambridge City. Sporting United and Anstey also drawing 0-0, and Sutton Coldfield 1-0 up at home to Hinckley, with James Tagg scoring in the 21st minute. Let's have a quick run through the championship scores. Birmingham 0, Swansea 0, Cardiff 0, Leeds 1, Huddersfield 0, Plymouth 1, Middlesbrough 1, Middlesbrough 0, Preston 0, Bristol City 0, Rotherham 0, Stoke 0, Southampton 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, and West Brom 1, Blackburn 0. So those are the current scores around the grounds. Again, no 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League today. There is a 5:30 game between Newcastle and Manchester City, and Chelsea beat Fulham in the early kickoff by 1-0. Glad to report we're back underway. Kyle Carey back in the action. Doesn't seem to be any lasting damage, as we've got just 17 minutes until half-time here at the Guardian Warehousing Arena. Sporting Khalsa remain 1-0 up, but Coventry Sphinx are now fighting their way back into this one. Be a throw-in after that curling ball from the back. Nodded out by Joe Percy. 15 yards into Sphinx territory on the left-hand side for Sporting Khalsa. Robinson waiting for the ball to be retrieved. Well, he gets a new one now. Throws to the feet of Ferrier. Robinson under pressure from Shipman has to launch it back to Whiting. He brings it safely down the edge of his box. Pushing his players up the field. He's looking for Sean Williams, the smallest player on the park. It's floated over Hayward, and James Bryson ensures that ball isn't coming back. As you can hear, bouncing onto the roof of the stand. Carlo Franco asking where the throw will be taken. It's about 10 yards into Sphinx turf. We've got another match ball. Taken on the right-hand side now, Carlo Franco. He's got Williams and Singh with him. Singh, challenged in by Jack Redhead. Pushes Sporting Khalsa back into their own half with Tess for Robinson. McGrady, and he loses out to Joe Percy there, but a little flick on back to McGrady. James McGrady, I'm going to catch Keelan Fallows out. Did Fallows poke it around the post? No, he didn't. McGrady trying to take advantage of some beautiful set-up play. Half an hour gone. It's turning out to be another testing afternoon for Coventry Sphinx, but showing that they're up to the test so far. They're only 1-0 down after a great effort from Gurjit Singh. Shipman leaping up for that goal kick from Fallows, didn't get anything on it. Tilt, felt he was fouled, as did the Sporting Khalsa management. Nothing given, but it's back with Whiting in goal through McGrady, helping out at the back. Robinson filling in for McGrady on the left-hand side, and strolling forward under pressure from Kyle Carey. Turns away from the Coventry native. Ferrier. That's going to be a throw-in. Got it right on the line, trying to trick his way through. I think the ball had already crossed, and he received it on the halfway line. Throw to be taken by Percy. Plenty of height from Percy towards Shipman. Shipman nods it on and headed back to the goalkeeper by Fullaway, with Jack Redhead lurking menacingly behind him. Franco's got space to utilise. Halts his run when he sees Kyle Carey across to Fullaway. Punts it left for McGrady. Good chest control by the left winger. Tilt. Looking to float it up for Singh. It's a little too far for Gurjit Singh. Just bounces away from the goal scorer and into Fallows' grasp. The former Sky Blues youngster. We're happy to see Coventry City's victory earlier, but a couple of players who won't be are Matty Shipman and Callum Whiteside, seeing as they're both Leicester fans. Singh tricks his way past Shipman, and that tricks himself there with a few step-overs, allowing it to get away from himself and Alex Locke, and Shipman's tracked back from an offside position. He's fallen foul of that flag numerous times today, Shippo. The Sphinx fans not happy with it. Robbie Bunn driving towards the Sphinx net. Here's Singh. Will he fancy his chances again? No, he rolls it left with McGrady. Ferrier in support. Or is he going to have to go across to the right with Franco? It's half covered up by Percy. Lovely 1-2 played. And back to Ferrier along the left-hand side. Will he get there before it goes out for the goal kick? Yes, he will. Only just. There were appeals from Coventry Sphinx as Woodward deflects the attempted cross out for a throw. Woodward absolutely furious with the decision from the linesman, but in fairness, he's on the opposite side of the field, so you have to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. Also not happy with the referee. Percy in with a challenge on McGrady down the left, deflects out off McGrady for a throw to Sphinx this time, level with the penalty area. Thrown to the feet of Lewis Guest. Bryce with Jordan Hayward. Down to Bryson again. Sporting Khalsa trying to keep Sphinx in this area of the park. It's upfield with Kyle Carey. The challenge from behind from Franco takes it out for a throw-in deep into Sphinx turf. And they're going to go long here. It's thrown by Bryson to Keelan Fallows. In fact, no, Fallows plays it short to Lewis Guest on the right-hand side of the park. Guest, Percy, shoved down from behind by McGrady. I don't think he was getting to that long ball, Joe Percy. A bit of a needless foul to give away for Sporting Khalsa. And it's in a dangerous position too, about 5 yards down line from the box, right on the touchline. Well, Khalsa stacking up, trying to build that yellow wall in front of Whiting's goal. Will it be enough? There's some sizable presence in there, including Lewis Guest, Matty Shipman, Alex Locke. Carey waiting on the box. Woodward gets his orders from the referee. Everyone marking up or trying to find that little pocket of space as Woodward steps up. Guest is in there. Crucial header by Matt Fullaway onto the left-hand side of the penalty area, flicked on by McGrady, and now Gurjit Singh is away down the left-hand side. Look at the pace of Che Till racing through the Sphinx back line. Finds the ball on the left-hand side, little trip from Hayward, and the referee gives a free kick to Khalsa. Almost a mirror position from the Sphinx free kick. But Che Till like a little pocket rocket racing through the Sphinx back line. Well, the whole football thing doesn't work out. He can always try for the Olympics in the 100 metres. Well, Woodward provides a one-man wall. Now it's up for Sphinx to try and keep Khalsa out. Drilled in by Tilt. Oh, I think he was looking for Ellis to flick it in at the near post, but he didn't get there. Keenan follows, catches, looking for Carey upfield. Here, back where it came from by Ferrier. Over a kick by Woodward, just over Kyle Carey's head, sent back where it came from by Ferrier. Percy nods it down, shrugged aside by Ellis. Seconds forward to Luke Downs. The ball behind Lewis Guest, but Guest tracks back and hooks it upfield again under pressure from Kirby Ellis. Nodded out by Robbie Bunn, shoulder to shoulder with Locke. 8 yards into Sphinx territory. Percy trying to take a couple of yards with the throw. Towards Kyle Carey. Tilt pushes him down and dispossesses him. Carey racing to try and get the ball back for Coventry Sphinx, but with Franco on the right and called Kyle Carey's bluff there, suckered him in. So he stepped back and stepped forward, and Carey drags him down by the shoulder. Less than 10 minutes to go until the break. Sporting Khalsa remain in front, but only just. It's 1-0 in Willenhall. Now, we're not talking about the Willenhall in Coventry either. Robinson. McGrady. Plays a 1-2 with Matt Fullaway. He's got nowhere to go along that left touchline. Has to play it back to Whiting. Redhead puts him under pressure, but it's rolled out without any real issue to Ferrier. Looking to meet the run of McGrady down the left-hand side. Percy first to it. There's handball claims against Joe Percy, unfounded, I would say. And he clears as far as Locke in central midfield, and Woodward looking to switch to play. Didn't have the legs on it. He knew as soon as it left his boot. Off the shoulder of Williams to Carlo Franco. Back to Sean Williams, racing down the right-hand side. Now looking to cut in. Williams across the face of goal. And Singh was waiting to get the far post turned away by Woodward, but kept alive. It's going to be Che Till. Lays it off. Carlo Franco. First time strike into the feet of Ellis. And smacks it wide. Ellis looking to make it 2 against his old club this season. He got the winner at Sphinx Drive earlier in the season. Keegan Fallows trying to get Sphinx up the park as we have 7 minutes of the first half to go. Towards Percy. Down by McGrady. Heads it onto Bunn. Chest control by Kirby Ellis upfield. Franco. Looking to wait it right for Ellis, and he has done so. Ellis is beyond the defence, but Lewis Guest sweeping in, playing it across the other side of the field before Ellis could pull the trigger. Williams. Now Franco. Khalsa still not giving up on this move, and well, that could have been a free kick there as Jack Redhead just shoved Franco out. 2 hands in the back. Franco went to ground, the ball went out of play. Referee gives the goal kick only. James Bryson. With Redhead. Carey. Slide in from Ferrier. Not enough to take the ball away from him. He just switches away from his old Coventry United teammate. Kirby Ellis finds Guest on the right-hand side. Guest tries to drive it through the midfield for Matty Shipman, but cut out. And now with Che Till, but Tilt loses it to Percy. Alex Locke plays the 1-2. Oh, he was looking for the 1-2 of Woodward, but Woodward found Matty Shipman. The move goes no further. They can't break through the yellow wall. Williams floats it up towards Singh, and it's easy pickings for James Bryson. Overhit. And Keelan Fallows will roll it out to loop downs. They're playing it short and they're wasting a little bit of time here. They want to try and get level before the break. Sphinx need to be more direct. Redhead. Alex Locke. Taking on Singh to get into Sporting Khalsa territory, and he's done so. Tried to flick it over the head of Sean Williams, but Williams just got his head to it to prevent it from reaching Matty Shipman. Sphinx will try again. Carey. He wants the ball to Shipman, gets the ball to Shipman in the penalty area. Chance for a first try for Matty Shipman. Flashes across the net. Finally an attacking move that ended with something of substance for Coventry Sphinx. They've had some probing runs which have been curtailed by the offside flag, but that's the first shot of the game for the away side. Temperature starting to fall. We're expecting a very cold week next week. We had a look at the forecast for Tuesday's game against Loughborough Dynamo. Temperatures of -1 expected. So we're hoping that this Arctic seasonal weather isn't going to curtail our planned fixture against Loughborough Dynamo. Of course, if the game is affected, you will be the first to know on our social media platforms. Redhead. Shipman cushions it back to Redhead. Nothing room being made on the left-hand side towards Jordan Hayward. He went to Shipman, sliding by full away, but Shipman picks up the seconds. Now Hayward. These options in the area, takes on Williams. Williams in with a challenge. Throw in right in the corner for the Sphinx. They're waking up right at the end of the first half. Hayward waits for the ball to be retrieved. Woodward and Redhead are the options. It's thrown to Redhead, who got the march on Singh. Turns his man. On the square for Matty Shipman, swing and a miss. Great position for Matty Shipman. He swung at it, he just flicked off his boot. A cleaner contact, and surely Whiting wouldn't have stood a chance. From that range, it's a beautiful opportunity with Coventry Sphinx, well crafted by Redhead. We're going to try again with Locke. Bunn sets in with a challenge, takes it away from him, and now with a bit of help from Singh, Bunn gets it back for Sporting Khalsa, dodges the challenge of Redhead. Knows he's got Locke lurking behind him and plays it to Franco, now Ferrier, I should say. He's been like a terrier in the midfield today. Franco just slowing things down. Khalsa have got the advantage. They don't need to overstretch here in the last 2.5 minutes of the first half. It's played down the right side for Kirvin Ellis. Now, as we'll first say, he was not the quickest of players, so always tries to get the first yard on the run from the defender, but he made that run too quickly that time. Offside. There's a very capable target man. Hasn't had his opportunities yet, though. He'll be waiting for those in the second half. Floodlights starting to take over as the sun sets. And the sun setting on the first half here at the Guardian Warehousing Arena. It remains 1-0 to Sporting Khalsa. Woodward let that one run, trying to find Matty Shipman, but it was Funaway who cut it out. Expecting the added time to be announced very shortly. Kyle Carey dinks it up for Shipman and deflects off the shoulder of Williams on for Jordan Hayward, and Hayward will let it roll out for the corner. Could have gone for the cross, but decided to let it go for the set piece, and that means that Captain Fantastic is on the case. Callum Woodward. Sphinx hoping that this is their moment to equalise. Run towards the near post by Guests, and it was reaching Guests, but thankfully for Khalsa, punched away by Whiting. Back in by Callum Woodward towards Matty Shipman. Ellis as far away as James Bryson, who volleys it over. Well, that would not be what I define as a defender's finish from Bryson. Struck sweetly, just a couple of inches over the woodwork. And there's going to be an early change here for Coventry Sphinx. I can only imagine it's injury-related. Kyle Carey being withdrawn. Well, Carey's earlier injury seems to be taking its toll. He's withdrawn, and on in his place for one night only, back up the Sphinx, the legend himself, Ryan Harkin. Sphinx now going 2 up top. A few striking positions left vacant after the departures of Caelan Bailey-Nichols and Jamal Adams in the last couple of weeks. It's good to see Harkin back in the sky blue and white. Well, not the sky blue and white, but the red and navy. At least they're Sphinx colours. Singh looking to pinball through that midfield. Getting to the ground, Callum Woodward getting his foot to the ball. Nicely done by the skipper. He's up towards Matty Shipman. Fairley was caught from behind by Fullaway. Referee doesn't agree. Test for Robinson. Trying to duck and dive away from the Sphinx marksman. And with Che Tilt, Robinson high up towards Ellis. A kung fu-like kick by James Bryson into the midfield, collected by Ferrier. And the added time about to be in. That's also like 3 minutes of added time are about to be played as Khalsa continued their march towards the edge of the area. 3 minutes of added time announced. Crossed away by Bryson. Redhead kicks that one in right on the line and rolls it along the touchline to Matty Shipman. Back to Redhead, who skips past Robinson. Harkin making the run. Redhead tries to slip it through. Alex Locke is offside. He receives it one-on-one. And he put it in the back of the net as well. Coventry Sphinx denied a goal by the offside flag. Be interesting to see that one on the replay. It did look as if he'd just taken a yard on the final defender. About a minute of added time. Remember, we are going off air after the end of the first half and after a quick run through of the half-time scores. So we'll be going silent for about 10 minutes here on the YouTube channel. Can Khalsa double their money before the break? They have had the better of the first half. Ellis lunging by Guest as Singh actually put it in the back of the net. But the whistle already blew for the free kick. I don't think Singh or Fallows knew. Sporting Khalsa have got the free kick, but if anything, I think they would have preferred the game to continue. And there's going to be a yellow card here for Lewis Guest. Guest taking one for the team, the Sphinx vice-captain. Well, the temperature certainly dropped here. I think the coat's going to be needed in the second half, otherwise you'll be hearing a lot of teeth chattering on the commentary. Harkin, the only man staying up, as Khalsa keeping 3 back. Matty Shipman making himself a presence in the defensive area of the field. It looks like Tilt is going to go for goal here. 4-man wall awaits. Locke, Woodward, Downs, Percy. In fact, Locke is going to try and mark McGrady. Can Tilt double the lead before the break? It's Tilt straight down the line of sight of Fallows and well held by the keeper. Redhead. After the quick distribution from Fallows. Lovely give and go with Redhead. Locke back to Redhead. Cuts inside on Robbie Bunn. Now Luke Downs. It's a slow but steady counter, but forced back to the goalkeeper, Alex Locke. Last move of the half. Can Fallows get it going? You'll find Locke in a little pocket of space on the right-hand side. Quickly closed down by McGrady, but shrugs off the attention. Woodward. Downs. First line ball to Jack Redhead. Bryson. There's space on the left for Hayward. Jordan Hayward leaves Williams behind. Redhead wants it. It's rolled up towards Callum Woodward. Dink through for Shipman. He's onside this time. Cuts in on the left-hand side. Looking for Ryan Harkin. Last-ditch defending from Test for Robinson to slide it out for the corner kick, I believe. No, it's going to be a throw. And it's thrown to Hayward. He tried to cushion it into the penalty area for Ryan Harkin. Didn't have the legs on it. And it's cleared as far as that is. And the referee brings that sustained period of Sphinx pressure to a close with the half-time whistle. It was just getting good towards the end of the first half. But the Sphinx have to try and keep that momentum going as the second half awaits. Half-time score at the Guardian Warehousing Arena in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Sporting Khalsa 1, Coventry Sphinx 0. Let's go through the half-time scores now in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands, if we can. Like I said, bountiful selection of fixtures today. No weather stoppages, thankfully. Bedworth 1, AFC Russian and Diamonds 1, Corby 1, Rugby Town 1, Gresley Rovers 0, Walsall Wood 2, Harbour Town 2, Shepshed Dynamo 0, Loughborough Dynamo 1, Bodmin St Michael's 0, Lighttown 1, Coleshill Town 0, Corn 1, Cambridge City 0. Here's an interesting result. Spalding United 0, Anstey Rovers 2. That could be a big result for Anstey there. Sporting Khalsa 1, Coventry Sphinx 0. We've already dealt with that one. And Sutton Coldfield 1, Hinckley LRFC 1. Excuse me. And in the Championship, of course, that final score from the CBS, Coventry City 3, Leicester City 1. In the current games, Birmingham 0, Swansea 0, Cardiff 0, Leeds 1, Huddersfield 0, Plymouth 1, Millwall 1, Middlesbrough 0, Preston 0, Bristol City 0, Rotherham 0, Stoke City 0, Southampton 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, and a very interesting game going on at the Hawthorns, West Bromwich Albion 3, Blackburn Rovers 0. So those are the half-time scores around the grounds in the Northern Premier League Midlands as well as the EFL Championship. We're going to go off air now for the next 10 minutes here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel to rest the old voice ahead of what we expect to be a cracking second half. second half of this Pitching In Northern Premier League Midlands match is set to kick off very shortly. Sporting Khalsa 1, Coventry Sphinx 0, the current score in a very tight affair at the Guardian Warehousing Arena. No changes from what we can see, but a reminder that Coventry Sphinx did make an alteration just before the break, with Ryan Harking replacing Kyle Carey. Sphinx will now be kicking from left to right in their changed away strip of red and navy. Sporting Khalsa in their home strip of yellow and blue. And we're underway. Big second half for both teams. Let's see what they can muster as Coventry Sphinx trying to wrestle share of the spoils away from Sporting Khalsa. And it's Kevin on the ball now for Khalsa. McGrady cuts inside, looking for Gurjit Singh. Robbie Bunn, will they get another quick goal? No, they won't. So looking to square it for Gurjit Singh. Remember, Sporting Khalsa scored in just the 4th minute of the first half. And they've maintained that advantage ever since. Ferrier tried to cut it inside for Che Tilbert, easily collected by Lewis Guest. Bryson. Keelan fires with an authoritative clearance. She was a little push from behind, but able to find Woodward as he fell. Red head to Jordan Hayward. Skips away from Williams. And Luke down. It should have been a simple ball to Alex Locke, but it's intercepted by Ferrier. But the ball behind Kirby Nelson as he looked to thread it into the box. Alex Locke floats it left. Good control from Harkin. Redhead. That little slide in from Bunn enough to take him off his stride, and it's back with Robinson. Ellis. Now's the chance to break for Tilt. His march halted. Finds Ellis on the edge of the area. Everyone back for Sphinx. Gurjit Singh, does he fancy another go? It's deflected into the grasp of Keelan Fallows. The touch from Bryson could have wrong-footed Fallows, but thankfully the touch wasn't sufficient to divert it around the goalkeeper. Fallows down the centre of the park and rolls up onto the chest of Shipman. Jack Redhead looking for Shipman, stretched to it, but couldn't get it. It is poked into the area by Alex Locke, and Tess for Robinson has to put it behind for the corner with Shipman racing in. Sign of intent from the sky blue and whites. Woodward heads across to take it. Woodward was for Lewis Guest, but it's brought down well by the goalkeeper Whiting. Now Sporting Khalsa will look to control this period of the game. It's over Singh. Bryson nodded out on this near side. Only didn't fling that one through. Robinson. That's with Fullaway. Roll back to Whiting. Franco free on the right-hand side. He tries to play it over Shipman, curling it to Tess for Robinson. And Singh to his right, it goes up front to Kervin Ellis. Dinked over to Singh. Volley behind Che Tilt, but the speedy 10 will get there. And he's got Harkin lurking behind him. Tilt. Ellis. Singh. I think it was offside there, so he let it go, and it's Sphinx who looks to pump up the other side of the field. Here's Matty Shipman. Redhead and Harkin behind him. Look to thread it through for Jack Redhead. It should be shielded back to Whiting by Ferrier. He's done well there. The Khalsa number 7. And Whiting taking his time. The Sphinx have 2 changes left that they can make. Cannon Whiteside, William Majingwale both on the bench. If they want to go for a more defensive route, as well as Callum Martin, the left back. So really, in terms of attacking changes, they've already made them all with Ryan Harkin coming on. Harkin. Jordan Hayward now sprinting through the Khalsa back line. He skipped one challenge and it took him off his pace. But it is running to touch by Carlo Franco. Franco racing to the loose ball, tried to keep it in. A brilliant dart through the back line from Hayward. Opening the Khalsa defence up like a can of beans. Woodward's delivery. And for the second straight time, it's an easy gather for Whiting between the sticks for Khalsa, and immediately launches it towards Tilt. That's a great touch from Tilt. Now looking to play it through for Gurjit Singh, but a crucial interception made by Jordan Hayward, preventing it from reaching his opposite number 3. And Tilt in retaliation bundles Hayward over from behind for the free kick, a couple of yards shy of the halfway line. Woodward takes it quickly, looking for his old mate Ryan Harkin. Played together for many years at Coventry Sphinx. Now looking to cut in from the left. Finds Locke. Dispossessed by Robbie Bunn. High along the right touchline. Ellis is the target. Bryson's all over him. And he finds Singh. Lofted right, looking for Che Tilt. Can Tilt keep it in? Yes, he can. Now under pressure from Hayward. High across from Tilt. Far too high, and it bounces out for the goal kick on this near side. So Fallows will get us underway again with the goal. We'll be playing a higher line now. Let's look towards Matty Shipman. Then back where it came from by Fullaway. Now a game of head tennis breaking out in the midfield. Eventually brought down by Ferrier. Doesn't reach curving, and it's cut out by Guest. And that slipped through by Matty Shipman. Overhit for Ryan Harkin. And it rolls back to Whiting, but Coventry Sphinx are starting to bare their teeth when it comes to attacking, and they need to. They've got to go and chase this game. McGrady brings it down beautifully on the left-hand side from that long ball, but it's given away cheaply to Downs and hooked away by Bryson. Headed on towards Ellis again by Fullaway. And Gurjit Singh through for surely now. Sporting Khalsa, no. Tried to square it. I think he was looking for Che Tilt at the far post. Would have been easy to try and sneak it in at the near post. Wasted opportunity for Gurjit Singh there. Hayward trying to find a way around Sean Williams along the left-hand side, but no, it's into touch. So throwing in front of the Coventry Sphinx dugout for Sporting Khalsa. In fact, they've been taken a fair few yards further back by Franco. It's towards Tilt, nodded up by Lewis Guest. Bryson, the pressure from Tilt, tried to send it out off Tilt's leg, but it's Jordan Hayward who thumps it back to Keelan Fallows, and Sphinx will now try and regroup with the former Coventry City youngster. Fallows down the centre of the park, back where it came from by Fullaway. Singh deflects it into the path of James Bryson. Percy. Now Lewis Guest. Follows to Jack Redhead and has to play it back to Fallows. Well, wasn't the best of back passes, also a chip back to the keeper as he was under pressure from behind. It's clear as far as Sean Williams. Tilt. Sporting Khalsa getting a little bit raggy here. Robinson. He just slipped into the box and sent high into the sky in the slide by Percy away from Singh. Ellis shields it as he tried to turn. It's snatched away by Downs and cleared as far as the number 7 inferior. But Khalsa like a dog with a bone. They're not giving up. Singh cutting in. Tries to strike. Smacks off the leg of James Bryson. And again Khalsa have got it back. Now it's with Ferrier. To the right with Tilt. Open left run being made by Williams. Tilt's going to go for it. Deflected off the head of Alex Locke. It's gone out for the corner, but Locke is hurting. As it is a head injury, the referee has to prevent the game from being restarted immediately. He has now motioned over to the bench that the physio will not be needed on this occasion. Tilt towards Sean Williams. Met mid-air by Downs, who nods it towards the touchline. Williams slides it away from Locke, and first time delivery, it was Robinson! Just shaves the head of the veteran centre-back, the Khalsa skipper. And it's out for the goal kick to be taken by Fallows. Woodward. Spinks inviting pressure here with these short passes. And skewed out by Keelan Fallows. Out for the throw-in. Sporting Khalsa deep into Sphinx territory have got the throw. Sphinx. I'm going to try and stop inviting Khalsa in. Singh looks for Ellis, but Percy able to punt it up. Shipman can't control it out on this near side for a Khalsa throw-in about 5 yards into Khalsa territory. Robinson looking for an option. He's got Fullaway down line, but he's going further afield, looking for Singh. Good control from Singh. Redhead able to bring it away, though. Floated up towards Harkin by Bryson. That's a great ball. Ryan Harkin couldn't find a way past Frank on the edge of the box. Clear as far as Hayward, who's bundled over from Tilt. Took the ball momentarily, but picked up by Woodward and looking for an option on the left-hand side, which wasn't there. Curling it out. It's just been kept in, actually, from going for a goal kick by Whiting in goal for Sporting Khalsa. Well, Khalsa at the moment look like they've got the game in hand. Williams. Challenge from behind by Jordan Hayward. Takes Williams off his stride, but it's collected by Ferrier. Now Ellis looking to find a route in from the right-hand side. Curvin Ellis. Oh, nothing room being made by Till, but Ellis trying to go himself. Curvin Ellis under hit and easily gathered. Underpowered strike from Curvin Ellis. You expect better from him. Woodward runs into the path of Ferrier as he tries to get the counter going, with a challenge takes it to Jack Redhead, who again invites the pressure from Sporting Khalsa, and they've lost it again. Tilt into the area. James Bryson diverted away from finding Curvin Ellis, and high clearance from Jordan Hayward. Flicked on by Ryan Harkin towards Matty Shipman. Shipman looking to play it through for Ryan Harkin, but cleared as far as Callum Woodward for Coventry Sphinx. Woodward barged over by Sean Williams. Referee says nothing doing. And it's closing down Lewis Guest. Guest away to Joe Percy. Pulls it away from McGrady. Percy, high cross, make fall for Callum Woodward across the face and goal, and just bounces wide. Franco just shielding it into touch as Whiting scrambled across. It's the best that Sphinx have mustered in this second half, but not quite enough. Fullaway out from the back with Sean Williams. Franco flicked on with the head of Ellis. Singh was waiting for it. It won't reach him thanks to that cannoning clearance from Lewis Guest. Picked up in the Khalsa half of the field by Ferrier. Plays a 1-2 with Tilt. High one for Ellis, but cushioned now by Bryson. Halfway into Sphinx territory on the right-hand side. Half an hour to go. Still 1-0 to Sporting Khalsa. Both sides have had their chances in the second half. Best of which has fallen to Gurjit Singh once again. Smacked the crossbar from close range. Bryson mopping things up at the back. Callum Woodward, and now Jack Redhead finds Shipman with his back to the defender. Fall away. Offside flag raised against Alex Locke there. Hayward with the ball down the left-hand side. Locke really shouldn't have been found offside there. It's been a big problem for Coventry Sphinx today, that offside flag. Free kick is round to the head of Bryson, who heads it into the Guardian Warehousing Arena stand. on the opposite end of the park, midway into Sphinx territory. Rolls up onto the chest of Ellis from the throw. Shielding from Redhead and Bryson, and finds Sean Williams, whose pass is blocked by Redhead and out for a throw in the same position for Sporting Khalsa. On towards Singh. Cushioned header only as far as Ellis. Curvin Ellis. Chance to cross for Che Tilt. It's down line with Ferrier. And Ferrier's going to be forced back into his own half here with Fullaway. A needless end really to that Khalsa attack. If they're happy with the 1-goal advantage, it's appears so at the moment an aimless ball from the Khalsa defender over the back line straight to Fallows. Sphinx have got to try and take advantage here, but they've been unable to put enough pressure on the Khalsa back line, and Fallows has gifted it to Che Tilt for the second, but he recovers beautifully, makes his apologies, but Keelan Fallows doing well to deny Tilt after handing the ball straight to him. A reminder, the next game here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel coming up on Tuesday, as long as the cold weather doesn't cause any mayhem. It's a 7:45 kickoff. Coverage starting at 20 to 8 here on YouTube, and of course there will be highlights of that fixture. There will be highlights of this one as well being uploaded tomorrow afternoon. Fires comes for it. It's evaded his grasp from that corner, but it's scrambled away. Luke Downs coming away with it. Ferrier puts it back into the danger zone, headed by Percy. It's fallen to Singh. Does he fancy another crack at it? Turns away from the defenders. He's got Williams with him. Switches it to Carlo Franco. You have to think if Khalsa wanted to go for this second goal, they'd be pushing on a little more than this, as it just rolls off the boot of Tilt there. 10 yards shy of the halfway line for a Sphinx throw. Oh, Khalsa taking their foot off the gas too early. Bryson. Towards Shipman. Bounces past Shipman towards Harkin. It's headed away by Fullaway. Shipman keeps it alive. Ball towards the edge of the area. Tessa Robinson has to find James McGrady, and does now. McGrady looking to sprint clear of the Sphinx danger. Taking on Joe Percy. Left-hand side of the Sphinx penalty area, one end to the other. Percy slides in to deny the cross, but the seconds collected by McGrady. Plays them down line. Ferrier. Now Tessa Robinson on the halfway line, back to Ferrier, and back with Whiting. Sporting Khalsa, he's almost afraid to go for the second goal. Bunn. Now Fullaway, he's going to play it long to Curvin Ellis. That's a stretch to get that one, didn't make contact. James Bryson able to turn, try and fire away. Khalsa are going to come back. Williams. Bryson can only put it into the path of the Khalsa midfielder. A strike cannons off Luke Downs. Grady was looking to put it through for Gurjit Singh, but Percy should have been a simple ball to Woodward. It's collected by McGrady. Sphinx's passing has been poor. Too many errors at the back for Sphinx. One is going to cost them eventually. Tilt over to Williams, and it's out of play for a throw, and Williams too slow to it. Khalsa just looking that little bit lackadaisical in the last 5 minutes, almost acting as if the game's already won. 25 minutes ago, anything can still happen. Really, the impact players for Coventry Sphinx are already on the field. They have 3 defenders on the bench in Whiteside, Echinguele and Martin. The only one really you could bring on to bring any attacking prowess would be Callum Martin, and that would be to put Jordan Hayward in a more attacking position. Tilt on the right-hand side of the box. Picked out well with that long ball. Che Tilt. Strike cannons off Jordan Hayward. Takes a spin off it and gathered at the near post by Keelan Fires, who quickly races the edge of his area to distribute. Towards Matty Shipman. Shipman just wrestled to the ground by Fullaway. Nothing wrong with a bit of physicality. It's clear as far as Joe Percy, but headed back where it came from by Robinson. Flicked on with the head of McGrady. Now Gurjit Singh. It would have fallen for Ayres in a great position. It wasn't for the efforts of Lewis. Gets smacked up the woodwork by Che Tilt, and follows, hoping and praying. It didn't find the back of the net. It's out for a corner. That's the second time in the second half that the crossbar has been rattled by a Khalsa man. It was Singh earlier on. Now it's Tilt. It looked for a moment as if that strike from outside the box was looping into the top corner, but a lick of paint denying him. Corner to come. It's going to be Tilt himself to take it. Towards that far pass where Williams is waiting. Headed up by Luke Downs. It's hooked back in by Williams. Full away across. McGrady! The defender on the line. Joe Percy tried to keep it up, but it rolled off his leg into the top corner. Khalsa are finally two in front, and you can't say it hasn't been coming. They've had chance after chance. Keeper and bar alike have kept them out, but finally Khalsa looked good for their advantage. Halfway through the second half, just 23 minutes ago, Khalsa surely have written their final chapter and will surely be the grateful recipients of 3 points in this pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands game. Sporting Khalsa 2, Coventry Sphinx 0. Well, Sphinx are going to have to go some now. Straight from the kickoff, they lose it to Sean Williams. And now Tilt racing like a madman down the right-hand side, trying to pull it back for Singh. It's behind Singh, and Luke Downs able to intercept and end the danger. Here's Alex Locke. Sphinx now need a minor miracle to get something out of this game. Played along the left-hand side to Ryan Harkin. And it's shepherded into touch by Carlo Franco. I'll take you through some of the latest scores from around the grounds in a moment. Flicked up by Luke Downs in the midfield. Locke. His arm held there by Robbie Bunn. Referee says nothing doing. For Matty Shipman, and can't find an option in the midfield to help him out. Williams goes long with a curving Ellis cushion now off the head of Bryson for the Khalsa throw. By Williams. Hayward's header to Jack Redhead. McGrady there for the seconds. Robbie Bunn. Council looking for goal number 3 to really drive their point home. Pass towards Sean Williams. Deflected out for the throw by Jordan Hayward. 20 minutes to go. Sporting Khalsa 2, Coventry Sphinx 0. Williams throw to Tilt. First time volley into the area for Gurjit Singh. Back with Tilt, tight angle. Well, handball claims over, it clearly hit Percy in the head. And Sphinx are going away up towards Matty Shipman. Racing down the right, but needs support. He's got Ferrier all over him, but he gets the corner out of it. Off the leg of Ferrier, the midfielder. Well, the last 2 corners from Woodward have gone straight to the goalkeeper. Let's see if there'll be an improvement this time. Woodward. That's towards Lewis Guest, but Tesfa Robinson winning that aerial duel. It's collected by McGrady at the far post. Launches it through the centre of the defence for Coventry Sphinx, but it's safely back with Keelan Fallows. Bit of activity on the Khalsa bench there. Could be seeing a couple of subs coming soon. Woodward. It's Shipman along the right. Covered up by Robinson. And Shipman trying to trick his way through. Was taking it out for the throw for Sporting Khalsa. As I look through some of the current scores, as it looks like William Ejengwele is being brought on. Indeed he is. Ejengwele on for Lewis Guest. Surprise scoreline at the moment at the Oval. Bedworth United 1, Rushden and Diamonds 2. Luke Emery putting Rushden and Diamonds bottom of the table. Rushden and Diamonds in front. Rugby have equalised at Corby. It's now 1-1 there. Gresley have pulled one back, losing 2-1 at home to Walsall Wood. Harborough 3 up over Shepshed. Loughborough still beating Boldmere. Lye 2-1 up against Coleshill. Corn 1-0 up at home to Cambridge. And, well, look at this is a big one. Spalding 0, Anstey Nomads 4. The league leaders being absolutely thrashed at home. And Hinckley LRFC have turned it around at Sutton Coldfield. They're now 2-1 up. So the change confirmed for Coventry Sphinx. William Ejengwele, I believe, is actually going up to target man. And he's come on for Lewis Guest. So Ejengwele, usually a centre-back, is going to be playing up front in the last 20 minutes. As a bit of a soft free kick given in favour of Coventry Sphinx. There is Jack Redhead bundled over as he tried to shield the ball. Heading towards the halfway line. It's going to be Callum Woodward to take it. Just shy of the centre circle. Can the captain give Sphinx some hope? Floated in towards Ejengwele, prevented from getting there from full away and headed clear by Ferrier. Locke tries to keep her alive with the header. Just a dart back and avoids Singh from snatching it. Does well and finds Callum Woodward. It's towards William Ejengwele. The flag was up. I don't think Ejengwele was offside there. The flag raised against Ejengwele. I believe that the flag should have stayed down there. And there's going to be a substitution for Sporting Khalsa, and no goal today for Kerwin Ellis, but his side are well in front. He leaves the field to be replaced by Delano Reid. That's cleared by Whiting. Head into the area by Sean Williams, but Grady's not going to get there before he goes out for the goal kick. Fellows trying to get Sphinx on their way quickly with just 15 minutes left. If Sphinx are going to get something out of this game, they need to act quickly, very quickly, and with purpose. Robinson's shouting to his players, we don't lose it here. They're not likely to lose it here. And there's been another change here. There's Callum Whiteside, who's just come on, hanging the ball out of the hands of Keelan Fallows and conceding the corner kick. A really terrible moment there between Fallows and Whiteside. Well, I didn't see Whiteside being introduced. We'll have to wait and see who he's come on for. By tilt. Robinson's up there, can only head it up. Ejengwele out looking towards Alex Locke. But Khalsa will come back. Reid. Down line with Gurjit Singh, who got the goal scoring start in the 4th minute. Curling it in and headed away at the far post by Jordan Hayward before it could reach Shea Tilt. Williams. Dare he try it? Ejengwele is actually tying his boots up. Let's Khalsa are going to play it safe here and just passing it around the midfield. McGrady beats Hayward, but the run of Ferry straight to the path of Percy. And it looks to me as if Luke Downs has come off for Callum Whiteside again. We didn't see that substitution. It looks to me as if Whiteside has been drafted into a three-man back line at the expense of Luke Downs, and Ejinguele is now playing as a target man in a front three alongside Harkin and Shipman. Follows. Looking for Ejinguele, beaten mid-air by Fullaway. Ferrier. Looking for the run of tilt down the right-hand side. Hayward will ensure it doesn't reach him, and now he's got to decide where to go. Trying to trick his way around tilt, and plays it out off tilt for the throw-in deep into Sphinx's own backyard. And it looks like another change being prepared for Sporting Khalsa, their second of the afternoon. An afternoon which at the moment is looking very promising for them. I'll take you through the live table next time the ball goes out of play. You've heard the latest scores. Whiteside. Spots Ejinguele on the right-hand side. The flag goes up. Well, Ejinguele did look offside on that occasion. Shipman and Ejinguele screaming at the referee. Shipman saying to the linesman, you didn't even see it. The appeals from Sporting Khalsa certainly being heard by the officials, but I don't think Sphinx can complain against that one. The line they've been playing is just too high. And a change for Sporting Khalsa. Well, 3 goals in a week. Not a bad one for Gurjit Singh. He's withdrawn and replaced by number 15, Liam Armstrong. Another change here as Whittaker is drafted on in replace of Che Tilt. So Kieran Whittaker and Liam Armstrong on for Che Tilt and Gurjit Singh. That's the end of the substitution for Sporting Khalsa. Sphinx do have 1 left. Once we see whether it will be used, it will either be Callum Martin or in fact, no, I think they've made all of them. They've made all the changes. So 3 changes apiece made by Khalsa and Sphinx. This is the way they're going to end the game. Khalsa get underway with a throw-in. Whittaker. Williams forced down line. Armstrong. Now Ferrier. Spots Robinson on the left-hand side. Khalsa trying to see this game out. McGrady flicks it on to Delano Reid. Percy doing well to get his body between player and ball and goes down to the challenge of Reid for a free kick inside his own penalty area. Towards Ejinguele, Robinson beats him mid-air. Armstrong loses out to Callum Woodward. Percy drives it towards Locke, but quickly dispossessed by Ferrier. Armstrong looking to play it through from McGrady for his second of the game. No, turned out for the throw-in by Percy. Big shout out to Isaac Lees, who's tuning in, back into Sphinx. 10 minutes to go at the Guardian Warehousing Arena. Coventry Sphinx losing 2-0 at Sporting Khalsa. Ferrier launches it to the right-hand side for Sean Williams. Williams with a great touch, but taken from under his nose by Hayward. But Williams has got it back. Hayward goes down, no foul given. Sean Williams looking for an option across the face of goal, but blocked and cleared by James Bryson. Ferrier to Franco. The launch along the right for Whittaker. No, bounces through the Sphinx back line, and Fallows comes out to claim it just before McGrady could. We're on air again on Tuesday, weather permitting, against Loughborough Dynamo at the Sphinx Industrial Supplies Arena. 7:45 kickoff. Do make it if you can. 10 quid for adults. Best value non-league in the city. Throw line towards Whittaker. Flipped on towards McGrady. Tried to keep it in, but no, the ball had already gone. About 10 yards into Sphinx territory, they've got the throw in with Hayward. Flicked on by Shipman. Lock. And now Ryan Harkin driving through. Edging goes at the far post. Goes himself and smothered out for the corner by the Khalsa shot stopper Whiting. Ryan Harkin would love to bag himself a goal in his one night only return to the Sphinx team. Woodward. Cross headed away. Only back into the danger zone by Locke. But swiftly punted away by Fullaway. Follows, sweeps it back into Khalsa country. Head to Bunn by Fullaway. Here's Sean Williams. Liam Armstrong. Reed wanted it, but Armstrong being patient. Here's Bunn. Darting past Locke through the centre. Reed waiting on the left for the cross. Taking on Percy. Delano Reed. Biding his time. Still going Reed, and he took it too far. He took it out for the goal kick. Highlights of today's game will be available tomorrow afternoon here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. So hit that like button if you've enjoyed the commentary today and subscribe for more exclusive content from the club. Woodward skips away from the challenge of Ferrier and then into the path of Bunn, who knocks him over in the centre circle. Free kick to the Sphinx. If Coventry can get one back here, then they can start to dream. Woodward. It's towards Shipman, keepers off his line. Matty Shipman is wanting tries to get back to his goal. Lays it off for Edging. Gwele goes into the danger zone. Ferrier able to turn it away from Jack Redhead. I think he's hurt himself in the process. Bunn, as Khalsa maintain possession and maintain control of the game. Williams just knocking it about in the centre of the park. Now with Whittaker. Williams, the speedster on the right. And Armstrong just possessed too easily there by Joe Percy. And Percy gives the ball away too easily himself, trying to find an option on the left-hand side, just gifts it to Robbie Bunn. That's went to the last 5 minutes here on the Coventry Sphinx YouTube channel. Remains 2-0 to Khalsa. Robinson. Whiting taking his time with this goal kick. He took too much time. He was closed down by Harkin. Woodward got to the clearance first when he cushioned it into the path of Armstrong. Trying to switch play over to Williams. Met in the air by Jordan Hayward. Trying to shimmy away from Whittaker. Bryson. Shipman's offside, but Edging Gwele isn't. Trying to get there ahead of Robinson, but the captain had that one signed, sealed, and delivered for Sporting Khalsa. Armstrong the target from Bunn's ball, headed back where it came from. Williams brings it back for Sporting Khalsa. Armstrong back on the ball, looking to thread it through down the right-hand side for Sean Williams. Follows, dives down to it, had to get that right, had to get the ball, and he did, diving down at the feet of Sean Williams to bring possession back to Sphinx. Follows kick headed up by Matty Shipman, who will be first in the second. It's Robinson again. He has been everywhere in that Khalsa back line today. Bunn. Now with Fullaway. The longer this game goes on, the more you feel that Khalsa's win is coming. And the flag stays down against McGrady. I think Percy was keeping him onside on this near side. McGrady to finish it, and it's palmed away. Stings the gloves. Keelan follows, limiting the damage. It looked for all the world there as if McGrady would finish the afternoon with a goal. His second of the afternoon. But Keelan Fallows had other ideas. Throwing taken by Delano Reed. Whittaker down line with Robinson. Armstrong. He's going to go for it. Armstrong! And another great save from Fallows. Head towards that bottom corner, pushed out by the former Sky Blues youngster. Williams to Armstrong. Danger not over yet. James McGrady. Now with Bunn. Bryson able to end the danger. Getting it away from McGrady and thumped clear into the dugout, well, onto the roof actually of the gardening warehousing stand by Keelan Fallows. You'll probably get my vote for man of the match today. Throw-in volleyed out by Bryson for another one, another 15 yards further up. Whittaker. Trying to skip past Jack Redhead. Still going Whittaker. He's got the cross in towards Reed. And Percy has to punt that one out for the corner to prevent a third goal from going in. Three minutes to go. Khalsa look for goal number 3. McGrady in. Headed up by Ejingwele. Can Robinson Knight towards the net. Held off by Ejingwele. Handball claims against Ejingwele. Well, it's certainly deflected out off the former Coventry City centre-back, but not via the hand, according to the referee. He signals for a corner only. Well, the substitutes board being prepared to indicate the added time. I would say another 3 minutes. So that being said, it would be 5 minutes left overall. Whittaker towards Robinson, and well, awkward one for Callum Whiteside. He stopped the ball in the air, then had to deal with it, and no choice but to put it out for another corner. Towards that far post from Whittaker, collected by Robinson! Fires it into the roof of the net. It's quite fitting that Robinson, who has stopped everything in its tracks at the back, makes an impact up front as well. It's been Khalsa's day, and their captain leading them to a third goal and a sizable advantage with just 90 seconds of normal time to go. Coventry Sphinx are well and truly beaten by 3-0. An afternoon to forget for the travelling Sphinx faithful. Ejingwele looking for Alex Locke. Stuck in his tracks by Bunn. Just a break down the right hand side now for Whittaker. Level with the penalty area down line, Williams. Whittaker. Khalsa just holding it up now. We're about to enter added time in the next couple of seconds. With AFC Russian Diamonds, we believe, still winning at Bedford United. This could open the relegation race wide open. Ferry looking for a routine, quick passing. Oh, and off the post by Robbie Bunn. Khalsa are going for every single goal they can get. And we are now into added time. It's about to be announced. Another 3 minutes of added time. Same as the end of the first half. Ferrier trying to set himself up for the strike. McGrady out to Armstrong. Whittaker on the right. Williams, first time delivery, headed up by Ejingwele. Swing and a miss by Woodward. Percy might be able to get to the seconds and does. Sends it out for a throw-in level with the penalty area. Right in the corner. Armstrong evades capture from Woodward. Bunn. And Williams on the volley. Oh, he's not going to be onto the scoreline. Morrison asking how long. On my watch, we've got just under 2 minutes. For a while it looked like Sphinx weren't going to be disgraced. So they're putting up a good fight against Khalsa, but in the latter minutes Khalsa have just run away with it. Redhead throwing it over for Matty Shipman. He's not going to get there. Robinson beating him to the punch and tried to block a clearance from Whiting. Couldn't do so. Actually knocked it back into the box. Shipman indicates he knew he was offside. Doesn't get involved now. Robinson with a powerful clearance. Locke only sent onto the head of Armstrong, and now Khalsa by hook or by crook are on the attack again. Whitaker, overlap being made by Williams. Williams found. Drags it back for the cross, but it's only as far as the feet of Bryson. Whitaker tracks back to collect. Well, Sphinx know they're beaten now. Looking a bit lethargic in the last couple of minutes. Whiteside loses out to Bunn. McGrady. Now Reed on the left. Will it be a fantastic fall for Khalsa? Delano Reed trying to trick his way through. Squares it. Whitaker. His path blocked off by Redhead and Locke. Now forced back into their own half. Sporting Khalsa with Fullaway, the centre-back. Armstrong asking a bit much of Whitaker, and it should be shielded out by Bryson. No, he's kept it in and turns away from Whitaker. Hayward. Bryson fires it up towards Shipman. Headed back where it came from by Fullaway. Armstrong's header. Volleyed on by Woodward. Volleyed even further away by Fullaway. It will bounce back to Keelan Fallows and bring that ball down. This should be the final act of the match. A couple of seconds being played, but the referee finally brings the final whistle to his lips and confirms 3 points for Khalsa in a tight battle towards the top of the table. They're going to go for it one more time with Reed. Delano Reed covered off by Percy. Armstrong stretches for it and gets it away from Callum Woodward. On the edge of the box is McGrady. Ferrier, referee checks the watch. Whitaker challenge off the back of James Bryson, and the referee ends the match here at the Guardian Warehousing Arena. For a while it looked like Coventry Sphinx were going to make Sporting Khalsa work for the points until the very end, but in the final few minutes Khalsa were able to edge away from their opponents with late goals from McGrady. It has been an afternoon to forget for the travelling Sphinx faithful. 2024 has not been a kind year so far, so we'll be hoping for better on Tuesday nights as they host Loughborough Dynamo. Final score at the Guardian Warehousing Arena in the pitching in Northern Premier League. Midlands Sporting Khalsa 3, Coventry Sphinx 0. And before we go, we'll let you know the final scores from around the grounds in the pitching in Northern Premier League Midlands. Bedworth are able to get a late equaliser from the penalty spot against Rushden and Diamonds. It ended 2-2 between Bedworth and AFC Rushden and Diamonds. It also ended level between Corby and Rugby, so the teams around Sphinx are picking up points. 1-1 between Corby and Rugby Town there. Gresley 1, Walsall Wood 2. Gresley being the only team apart from Sphinx in the bottom four that didn't get a share of the spoils today. They lost 2-1 at Walsall Wood. Harbour 4, Shepshed Dynamo 0, Loughborough 1, Boldmere St Michael's 0, Live 3, Coleshill 1, Quorn 1, Cambridge City 0, an unfortunate defeat for Cambridge there. Spalding 0, Anstey Nomads 5. That is a shocking result for the league leaders, and for only Sutton Coldfield 1, Hinckley LRFC 3. Well, it's been an experience this afternoon here at the Guardian Warehousing Arena. A match that really Coventry Sphinx came into it not favourites to get any points out of it for sure, but, well, let's just say this one is better kept in the history books. Once again, final score 3-0 to Sporting Khalsa. Liam Cook signing off. We'll see you on Tuesday night for the game against Loughborough.